bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum bum ba bum bum ba bum bum ba da 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 da. Welcome to the Iron Man. I did preps off screen. And so I want this flame sword. Last time you were here, there were 2 deaths. Everyone died in stream number 2. All 7 of these deaths were on stream number 2. Laura and Reinhardt died in chapter 5. Everyone else died, or no, Fraus also died in chapter 5. And then the other 4 died in chapter 7. It was very unfortunate. The real one, everyone is a real one, okay? The most frustrating death was the Wyvern. What were their names? Shemitz is the Wyvern, I know that. Raedric and Faden. And I think the dude's name is like Gustav or something? The orange guy? And then Shemitz. And that was the most frustrating one, because I went to go capture so there was a Silver Sword Myrmidon who had weighed himself down by capturing Hannibal's dude. And so Shemitz is important. Raedric is important, Lara is important, Shemitz is important. Faden was whatever. Gustav, so the reason I didn't get Gustav is he's the guy who you recruit with, he was the replacement for Shiva. And, Faden was the replacement for Safi, and he fucking killed Faden. Wait, did I lose Hamern? No, I did not. Oh wait, oh fuck, hold on. Ah, okay. I had the wrong window pulled up. No, I didn't lose Hamern, and I'll prove it. Please don't miss, please don't miss, please don't miss. This guy has like no accuracy. Was that a hit or a miss? That was a hit, okay. That was a hit. Okay, good. I want this fucking flame sword, so I'm gonna petrify the guy. 93. We can do this. So I thankfully took Hamern off of Faden's inventory in chapter 3, because I knew there was a possibility of him dying before I could get to him. So I put it in the storage, because I just didn't want to lose it. Okay, so we've petrified him. We can now capture at our will and get the flame sword. The next thing. There's these 2 houses that are like notoriously really tricky to get. So my strategy for the first one, it's this mountain I think is safe. Yeah, this one is safe. So I'll tend to go here. Oh wait, fuck, I already fucked it up. Wait, no, I think we can, it's probably fine, right? Because then you go there. Yeah, okay, my strategy's still in the works. My strategy still works. Like this. Time for Ballista Hell. Yeah, this is my least favorite chapter on Thracia. Thankfully we have Boots Mus, who can do some stuff. Mus is gonna be the hard fucking carry. His stats are incredible. How often do you get to see... Oh, well, that's unfortunate. How often do you get to see the Baron using magic animation? But yeah, look at these goddamn stats. It's absurd. Zone. Wolfie. I could have Wolfie capture the guy, but then he's gonna be weighed down. The ballista can potentially double, right? Speed of 0, so that he cannot. I was wrong. Does the ballista one-shot Wolfie? Because no one else could reach him here. No, okay, so I think we have Wolfie capture. And then Zome can take the flame sword. I did lose the flame sword, because the flame sword was on Raedric. So Zome can snag that. And everyone else doesn't really have anything to do this turn, except for Canis wants to promote. Thracia ballistas are funny. The Leif paralog and engage is funny because the ballistas always have enough attack to one-shot squish units and have 100 hit, which is a reflection of the Thracia experience. True. So you want to know something absolutely hilarious and that like sort of points out just how broken the DLC is? I threw the Tiki emblem on Chloe, like when I first got Tiki, and had it on her the entire time. And by the time I got to the Leif paralog, Chloe could survive a hit from the Leif paralog ballistas. Is ridiculous. Everyone else just go forward. You're kind of just... Oh yeah, Tigris I gave the Devil Axe. Cause Devil Axe funny. Yeah, Tiki is... Like, people talk about the Revival Crystal being the most broken thing about Tiki. And the Revival Crystal, don't get me wrong, is incredibly broken. But Tiki giving you the extra growth rates and the extra... Oh wait, 2 ballistas can reach him! No! Wolfie, no! Wolfie, no! Fuck! God damn it! No! I thought only 1 ballista could reach him! Oh, fuck. That was that was so unnecessary. No more VGC gaming. No more world champ difference. That's so sad. That's so sad. Yeah, now we get the sad death music. Oh, that's so... Capture with the fire. And just do this. That's so... That's so sad. Okay. Well, at least I can show off this cool strat, I guess. So I figured this out, right? When normally you can't do this in vanilla because you only have 1 flyer. Yeah, here they come. Here comes, it's Olwen and Alfred's replacements. Oh, did I? Okay, yeah. So thankfully they don't have movement stars, which is good, because they will actually, like... We can deal with them then. But yeah, we just do that. I think we just go back and end. Oh, so sad. That was a super unnecessary death, too. Like, super unnecessary. I could have just... There was no reason to capture turn 1. Like, I just got impatient. Jean making a killing in his own way. Okay, capture... We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get this javelin. We need to do funny captures. God damn it. This javelin is going to cost me a fire tome, which is worth much more than a javelin. I use Jean until Hortensia. I use Jean until From. I use Jean until From. He just, like, he doesn't add anything. Oh, I lost a Master Seal, too. I think there was a Master Seal on Wolfie VGC. Not that it, like, super matters. But it's annoying. So, like, here's the thing with Jean, right? Like, he's completing... Like, you have 3 healers at the time that he joins. Because you have From, you have John, and you have Micaiah. So, like, even the early game utility is, like, what does he actually do? Yeah, we don't get the rescue staff. That's sad. That's sad. But it's, like, I don't really know what I could have done there for it. Like, the thief just decided I don't get it this time. And because I don't have warp yet, like, I just have to go along with that decision. I could have worked harder to try to get warp on someone, but I don't even know if that would be possible, because, like, normally you get it on Safi, right? But I think, like, the earliest staffer was Cohen, who starts at, like, E-rank staffs. I guess, theoretically, Veld. But, like, he also starts at E-rank. Like, everyone's in E-rank. Oops, all E-rank. Ooh, I like that little splishy water sound. Enjoy being background music. I'm gonna figure out how to make potatoes au gratin. There we go. I doubled, but I missed once, so it evens out to be fine. Good luck with the potatoes. Potatoes. Yeah, he missed and doubled, so like it evens out. I mean, Ensorcel, I think, is more useful than Rescue, but they're both... It would be nice to have both. Poor Bovis. He's just here to be a punching bag. How does staff doubling even work in Thracia? It's chance-based. It's chance-based. It's, I forget what percentage it is, but it's chance-based. That's comparing two A-tier staffs. Yeah, I mean, that's why I wanted both, but I think you usually got more rescue usage. I don't know. Like, obviously, rescue versus warp is a perhaps unfair comparison. But my thing is that, like, how often are you going to be rescuing outside of, like, the really late game? Because I know you rescue... You rescue, in the Reinhardt chapter. You rescue in... Also, are you gonna... You're gonna retreat, right? Yeah. You can delay no longer. The fort must be warned. Yeah, easy peasy. They're only scary if you get movement stars. You rescue is like warp light with also the ability to get people out of death situations. Yeah, I know rescue can be useful if you warp someone to deal with the bosses in the defense chapter. If you want to, like, warp someone down, deal with the bosses, warp them, and rescue them back, it can be useful there. And it's useful if you don't have enough people to leave behind in the split army chapter. Hello, Ralph. And Lenoan. I mean, there's no more time pressure, right? So I think we just capture this guy too. You mostly use rescues on chapters where you're warping already, but not warp skipping. Yeah, or if a warp skip goes wrong, you can rescue your boss killer out. Like in an Iron Man, rescuing out a boss killer, I feel like, is a potentially useful use of warp. You know what, Bovis? I found your purpose. If you want to gather some rewarp staffs from the captured unit jail, you can warp Pern in and rescue him out. Yeah, that's also a good use for it. Although, by then I will have gotten another rescue staff. I feel like, do you ever use, like, all of the rescues you get? Because, like, I often use all of the warps I get. But I don't think I ever use all of the rescues I get. So this rescue staff's value for me, and, you know, if you do use all the warps, then, or all the rescues, then obviously that's, you know, different. Oh, Physic, right. I was like, there's no way bolting reaches someone. I forgot he has Physic. But meanwhile, in Sorcel, you can use... Well, I guess in Sorcel is also very situational, right? Because you also use it for, like... If you have a, magic threshold you need to reach, which is, like, it's super situational. So, yeah, I guess you're right. I am just sort of comparing two A-rank staves to each other. Oh, so sad about Wolfie. So sad. I think he had a rapier on him, too. I know he had a Master Seal. The saddest part is that I can't make the World Champ difference joke anymore. And also just how unnecessary of a death it was. Like, I just didn't realize that the top ballista could also reach him. And I don't know why I didn't realize that. Because that's, like, one of the things about this chapter is all the ballistas have overlapping ranges. So there's almost nowhere where you can just take one. So, like, that's just entirely my stupidity. I wonder if we'll ever get a better staff than Warp in the future. I can't even think of something that would be better than Warp. Like, arguably, there are things that are situationally better than Warp, but there's nothing that is universally better than Warp. Like, Entrap is better than Warp if you can entrap a boss and gang up on him, but that's situational. Rescue is better than Warp if you need to get someone out of death range, but that's situational. I feel like Warp is just, it's universal utility. Like, there's so many situations where Warp is your best option. To be better than Warp, you need to break the game. Yeah, that's a, I mean, Warp already in some games breaks the game. Especially Infinite Use Warp. We might get a staff that is better in its game than Warp, but I cannot think of a staff that is better than one of the warps that has infinite use, right? Because, like, so, you could make the argument that in FE7, there are staffs that are better than Warp, because you have lower warp range and you get Warp very late, right? You could be like, oh, Rescue is better than Warp in FE7 because you get it much earlier, and the warp range isn't infinite anyway. But you can't say that, like... It's funny, since even FE4 warp is good. Is it actually good, or is it just, like, Micaiah Great Sacrifice, where you're using it for experience? Genuinely asking, because I've gotten some use out of warp in FE4, but like maybe I'm missing the real meta. But I feel like outside of Chapter 2 and Chapter 4, and maybe parts of Chapter 7, yeah, so it's good in ranked. But in ranked, it's generally, like, the majority of the utility from it in ranked, not all, but the majority of the utility from it in ranked is the fact that it, gives you experience, and you need to hit the experience threshold, right? You can get some turn saves in. Yeah, chapter 2 and 4, exactly. Chapter 2 and 4. And 7, if you need to, like, send people to, like, arenas and shops and stuff. Like, 7, there's some uses for warp as well. Basically, what we're finding out is that to exceed warp in power, you need to nerf warp first. It's useful, but not nearly as powerful in other games. Even engage. So, engage the 5-use warp. I mean, so first off, once you get Micaiah, it's 10 range instead of 5 range, which is, like, a huge difference. But I would say that Engage in 3 houses have sort of cemented the idea of, even low-range warp can break maps. Like, getting Lysithea to warp, even if her warp range is, like, 3, breaks the early game. You can warp someone into the Miklon boss room and kill Miklon in 1 round. You can warp someone into the Death Knight boss room and kill the Death Knight in 1 round. You can, in Dedue's Paralog, warp someone over the, over the edge. In Lawrence's Paralog, you can warp a flyer to be close enough to kill, the boss of Lawrence's Paralog, whose name I can't remember, without needing to get strided. Yeah, and, the other thing is that, Linhardt... So if you delay Linhardt's recruitment to Chapter 12, assuming you're not, Crimson Flower Silver Snow, he has, I think, 5 range warp? Because he'll have 25 magic? Plus a rally magic makes that 6. If you have Ingrid or Hubert... Well, I guess you couldn't have Hubert and also delay Linhardt to Chapter 12, but you know what I mean. Hanneman, I think, is the other one. But yeah, low-range warp, obviously, low-range warp is not as broken as infinite range warp, or even high-range warp, like FE6 warp. But low-range warp does break maps that are just designed around you not being able to do that, around, like, either terrain getting in the way. Like, walls is obviously the big one, but even just giving someone a bit of a movement boost beyond stride. Like, +2 tiles or whatever. It's funny because, so they brought it down once they realized that, like, making it, the warp range rely on your magic was a bit too strong. They bumped it down to fixed 7 for rescue in Awakening and Fates. And then when that was too strong, they bumped it down to fixed 5 in Engage. I wonder if we'll ever get to a point where, like, warp is 3 tiles, and people are still, like, it's completely broken. Even in Silver Snow, where Linhardt has 3 range warp, it really breaks Hunting by Daybreak on 0 growths. Hunting by Daybreak, you need, like, every advantage you can get, so I am not at the least surprised that it breaks hunting by daybreak. Like, just an extra 3 movement, or... Does he show up on the top right? Is Linhardt one of the top right gang? And I don't know where the Black Eagles show up in Hunting by Daybreak, because I've only done Silver Snow's HBD once. So, like, is it an instance... If he's in the top right, then whoever else is in the top right, you can, I'm assuming... He's part of the top right gang, so I'm assuming you make one of them the dancer, and you warp them to dance Seteth. Would that be the strat? Because that's, so I think that in the 3 routes that have to go Hunting by Daybreak, your dancer's in the top right gang. Like, because you want to dance your boss killer to kill the second Pilato. I may or may not currently be playing 0% Growth's, 3 houses. So I may or may not be, like, meticulously planning what students become what for Hunting by Daybreak, because I may or may not be terrified of that chapter right now. You know, we'll put you there. We want to get some experience on Barat because he has gigantic promotion gains, apparently. Because they didn't intend for any player unit to get it. Wait, are you out of ballistas? Baller. Baller. Alright, I'll just kill this guy instead. Bonk. Bonk. Vandalizing a statue. His growths are terrible, but apparently he gets plus 10 strength on promotion, which is too good to pass up. Bum. Bottom. Bum. Bum bum. Are we just gonna have the death music for the rest of the map? Is that just how it works? Let's move everyone forward. Oh, right. I keep trying to think that we check ballista range, but, like, we don't. It's this ballista and this one that I need to be scared of. Bum. Bum bum. Alright. I'll put Muss here to start out. Oh, hi. How much damage do they do to him? 17, so they deal 1. Shimitz died. Yeah, so Shimitz died, trying to capture. So there was a Myrmidon in Chapter 7 who had weighed himself down with one of Hannibal's armor knights. And I was like, oh, I can capture the silver sword with the dragon pipe because it's brave. And I only need to hit once because he's, like, low HP or whatever. And then he missed twice in a row and got crit in retaliation. It was so frustrating. But we still have 2 wyverns, so we were able to do haha funny flyer dismount rescue flyer to get the ensorcel staff. Which I'm sure I'm not the only one who's thought of that strategy. Like it's the reason you don't have multiple flyers on this map. Is it trivializes the bottom house. Let's watch them break themselves upon Mus. Ouch. Ouch. I think this is one of the worst maps in Vanilla Thracia. I think this is one of the worst maps in Fire Emblem. Like, not the worst, but it's definitely in the top 10 bad maps ever. Like Hunting by Daybreak is one. Battle Before Dawn is one. This is one. It's just like, yeah, you've limited movement. You kind of have to stall the ballistas. You don't, unless you have Asville, you don't have a reliable warp skipper. And the only side objective, the Flame Sword, is like frustrating. Well, I guess these side objectives are also frustrating and luck dependent because the thieves might move and they might not. Are they not moving because they deal no damage to him or something? My favorite is Blue Lion's Endgame. That's, Monster Edelgard becomes a ballista, right? What is so bad about it? Can't you just, like, warp skip it like the other... No, those guys just don't move. Okay, well, easy pickings then. I guess Mus is just gonna be here to bait ballista. Oh wait, did I forget to heal Barat? Oh, fuck, I'm so stupid. He doesn't die, does he? Wait, no, I healed him. I healed him, he's fine. And even if I didn't heal him, he would be fine. Warp skimming is difficult because she has 4 health bars. Yeah, unless you don't care about your unit's lives because it's the final chapter. But I know a lot of people like to see the happy endings and stuff. I guess the way that I approach the final map is like, no matter how useful a unit is, if their death will get me to win the final map, then, it's been nice knowing you. Yeah, Barat's not in danger. He needs to get hit like 3 times so I can forget healing, like 1 turn and it's fine. But I should probably heal anyway because of staff misses being a thing. Also, she has 48 range. That's like the whole map, right? On Maddening, there are infinite ambushed on reinforcements that you can't block, including bolting mages. Yeah, I don't know who designed Three Houses Maddening, but it's like terrible. It's like pretty terrible. Like, all 4 of the endgames on Maddening are pretty terrible. Fuck you, Moore. Nobody cares about you. We're all here for my main man, Rancock! Oh yeah, I don't know if anyone here watches Excelblum, but I know that in his fucking Silver Snow Iron Man, right? He capped Byleth, brought her to level 99, and she still got doubled by Swordmasters in Silver Snow's endgame. And if that doesn't speak to the philosophy of stat bloat, nothing does. Like Byleth, one of the best units, if not the best unit in the game, gets doubled by the Swordmasters at level 99, a level that you will never reach without the infinite time loop exploit. On maddening mode, at least. You know, on normal mode, you might reach it, because I think normal mode gets infinite skirmishes, right? So, like, on normal mode, it's just a test of your patience to get to 99. Isn't, Lysithea able to one-shot Nemesis without killing any of the guards with Luna or some shit? Like, if you invest in her? I have never played Maddening Mode 3 Houses because I do not find its approach to difficulty to be fun whatsoever. I'm going to at some point, but, like, it's not even that it's, like, the hardest, hard mode, right? That's probably Lunatic Reverse in, FE12. But FE12 is, like, tightly designed difficulty. And Three Houses is just, like, Three Houses took the same philosophy as FE11's Hard 5, but, like, dialed it up to an extreme. Let's just inflate these stats. It's very clear that they designed the game around hard mode, and then maddening mode was an afterthought that they just inflated the stats for and didn't really test. At least, that's what I feel based on... I mean, one, maddening came out after hard, right? But it feels like they just were like, you know, hard mode is too easy, we're just gonna pump up the numbers. I want to eventually beat every Fire Emblem on the hardest difficulty and beat every Fire Emblem on 0% growths. So I will eventually play Three Houses, at least one route on Maddening. Probably all four, but they're probably going to be like my last Maddening games. It's just such a nonsense approach to difficulty. Also, I recognize that this is, like, a super boring way to play this map, but, there's not really a unboring way to play this map. And you saw, like, I already had Wolfie VGC die. I don't want any more unnecessary casualties. So, like, I'm choosing the third route, where I drain all the ballistas. Ouch. Apparently, Awakening Lunatic Plus says your units don't have a defense stat. Yeah, Wolfie died, I know. No more World Champ difference. I thought that he was in range of 1 ballista, but he was in range of 2 ballistas. He died for the Flame Sword. He got the Flame Sword. He got us the Flame Sword. On his way out the door. At least we still have Alpha Rad. At least we still have Alpha Rad. Your phone died? Sad. I always forget to charge my phone. Like, that's just the ADHD tax. Anyway, I beat Maddening Golden Deer by just New Game Plusing Vantage and Wrath on Lysithea. She could just one-shot magic everything. My favorite Wrath Vantage bot is Raphael, because then he procs Goodie Basket and takes himself out of Wrath and Vantage range and just fucking dies. That's my favorite way to Wrath Vantage, is to just kill Raphael with it. Oh, are you drained? You're drained. Okay, next on the list is this fucker. That sounds magical. The thing is, she has Thracia, so she can even beat Bow Knights. Can't you also use the... There's a battalion that gives you, like, 7 turns of retaliating at infinite range. So, like, basically an entire map. Bum. Bum bum. Ba-dum-bum. 999 wins, 999 victories, 99 magic. See, my thing is, I could use Lysithea as a nuke, like a magical nuke, or I could make her a warp staff, and I prefer to make her a warp staff. Not that she's bad as a magical nuke. Like, obviously, like you said, you know, Vantage, Thyrsus, Wrath, she's gonna delete everything, right? But I find bonkers magic for super high warp range to be more fun personally for me. Because then I can be like, Boss Killer Gilbert, go! Who cares if Fortress Knights only have 4 move? You have Lysithea's warp range! Move. This is the most gaming of all time. Bum. Bum bum. I hate this chapter so much. Like, I generally think that Thracia has really good map design. It's not like she can't do warp. Warp is tied to magic, so you can just warp somebody on player phase and then murder enemy phase with Vantage Wrath. That is true. That is true. Because it's not like, you know, it's B rank Faith, right? So you get that early, and then you can just invest in Reason for the rest of the game and get all of her superpowered spells. So that is true. Well, and not only is she the earliest warper because she has it at B, but if you take advantage of auxiliary battles and Mastermind, she can get to B like, even if Linhardt got warp at B, Lysithea is gonna beat him to B 9 times out of 10 if you are using, like, Mastermind and auxiliary battles. I do have to go to the bathroom real quick, so I will be right back. back. Sorry about that. Sometimes nature calls. We're gonna run out of heal staff soon. So here's a question, since we're talking about the warpers in Three Houses, right? I've never used the Ashen Wolves DLC. I have heard that, Constance is a better warper than Lysithea, and I find that incredibly hard to believe. Is that true, or is that just waifu bias? You know, the same way that people say that Lapis is worth training in Maddening mode. That she's better than Kagetsu. Because I feel like, Lysithea gets warp earliest, and she has a bonkers magic growth. She's gonna warp once per map, basically every map from Chapter 4 onwards. So is Constance better than Lysithea? Like, what would Constance need to be better than Lysithea at warp? Okay, well, we've got you. We've got you. You're next. Oh, Happy? Okay, you can tell that I have not played the DLC then, because, like, I didn't even know which one was which. So what possibly does Happy get? Yeah, and you're usually not using a mage to fight other mages, because, like, the other mages, they might not have the same res that Happy has, but they've got res. Oh, I forgot to promote him. Because that's the whole reason that I'm using Barat as the bait, instead of Mus, who's infinitely safer. Was to get experience on him for promotion reasons. Alright, Mus, you are up. Okay, Altena. This is safe square, right? Yeah, that's safe square. Okay. Altena, destroy this guy. That's not Altena. This is Altena. The real Altena. And, like, in order to be the best warper, you just need to have high magic and high warp availability. And Lysithea has both of those. I really think it's just waifu bias that makes people say someone is a better warper than Lysithea. Who has one? I know Altena has one. But I thought someone else other than Wolfie who died with it had one. Oh, right, Canis. Oh, so now I have to choose between Altena and Barat. Well, it's probably Barat, right? Do I get another Master Seal? I can capture Linoan to get another Master Seal. Okay. I'll give it to Barat then. For the fat gains. Let's go here. Barat. Alright, let's see how fat these gains are. These are certainly some fat gains. And now I get Wrath, right? Yeah. I have Wrath and the Pooji. Or I guess it's the Vogue, because we have a different one that is the Pooji. Yeah, this was never meant to be... We were never meant to see these gains, because this is an enemy-only class. They're in the game, but we were never meant to see these gains. Pew, 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 pew. Bum, bum, bum. My favorite Three Houses unit is Petra. And she's also probably my favorite character. Is this square gonna be safe? It is, okay. I want to get Warp. I want to get Warp. Cohen, I need you to Warp. Ouch. Alright, Barat. Since these guys don't move, Barat, just fucking delete them. 17 attack. Yeah, just delete them. Just delete them. Rhinecock, heal him up. The power of Rhinecock. Okay. And then everyone else just sort of stand by. I do want to capture that bolting physic dude. Well, this is a terrible map. The Aval map is definitely the worst map. Actual Kaga execution rooms. Yeah, I guess, so, I guess it is definitely the worst one, if you think about it, which you should, from the context of a blind playthrough. Like, not having access to a map or knowing what's going on or whatever. Ouch. Heal you up, Buttercup. This is so slow and tedious. At least you can skip the Aval map. This is mandatory, because, like, Chapter 14X is also really obnoxious and dumb, and I hate it. But you can skip it. Oh, right, that's if he moved. He doesn't move, though, does he? Yeah, so he won't move. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this ought to be good. Wait a minute. extra want to make sure I'm not putting a Wyvern in ballista range. Don't want to lose her this late into the map. Reincock gonna be MVP. He gets free staff experience, so he's basically, like, what if Jean? He's basically Jean, if you think about it, because he gets free staff experience. So he's gonna be the best unit. God, talking to people about Jean is, like, the most agonizing experience. Just because, like, the way that Jean functions, I feel like Jean was designed to trick you into thinking that he is better than, like, the ones who get a flat growth boost just because he doubles class spaces. But, like, his personal growths are so poopy that that doesn't matter. Like, the only class where he's going to outperform other people in that class at some point in his natural life cycle will be Mage, and even then, it's gonna be super late. But there's the, oh no, he's flexible, he can fill any role. Even if that were true, he really can't fill any role. Like, even if it were true that he could fill any role, that doesn't make him good. It means you can invest in someone to get a mediocre version of any role. But it's worse than that, because he really can't fill every role. On average, he'll be worse than the Brodians at almost every stage of the game. With the exception of Magic. Because he does actually, he has that Ana thing, right? Where he has a fat magic growth. Like, he functions in the way that... He and Ana function very, very similarly, except for he starts in a magical class, so he doesn't need a second seal. Dissing the Brodians? Yes, I am insulting Lapis and Amber. Fucking deal with it. God. Lapis is terrible. Lapis is so bad. Yunaka. I'm also including Yunaka in the Brodians that I'm dissing. Magic of 2. Magic 5. Might. Oh, it's got the crit. Does she have a scroll? She needs a scroll. She needs a scroll. Who has scrolls that they can hand over? Who has scrolls? Okay, you give the holder scroll to her. I don't want to lose her to a crit in a game that has an anti-crit mechanic. My Manning Lapis has been better than Kagetsu for some reason. Are you playing on fixed growths? Because if you're playing on fixed growths, which the first Maddening playthrough is, Kagetsu will statistically be better in every result. He has better growths and better bases. Without favoritism. Like, Lapis, there is no unusable unit in Engage. All of them are usable and all of them are viable. But Lapis is definitely in the bottom of the bunch. She has nothing to show over... Like, she just doesn't get anything good. Kagetsu is the easiest comparison because they start in the same class. But, like, compare her to other physical units and they will be better than her as well. Maybe it's the investment I gave Lapis, but TBH, at her point, there was no one I really wanted to invest in more than her. Get you. Bada bada boom. Grab these. Heal you up, Buttercup. So here's like anyone that you invest in, especially if you give them Tiki, but anyone that you invest in heavily is like gonna be fine. I don't know. Yeah, Diamant is a significantly better investment target than Lapis. Chloe and Louis. And Jade, honestly. Like, almost all of the Brodians. Alchrist. Alchrist is actually a good investment target, too. Basically, all of the Brodians are good investment targets. You just have to choose. But Lapis is probably the worst of them to invest in, other than Yunaka. I know that, you know, you get Zelkov and you get Kagetsu, and it's, like, they are just strict upgrades. But it's not just that. Like, their average stats... I mean, Yunaka also suffers from the fact that she's in Thief, which is just not a class you want to be in. And Zelkov suffers from that as well. In order to reclass into something worthwhile, Zelkov needs to get 4 levels. Like, on the surface, combat thieves seem good. On the surface, combat thieves seem good because knives are really good. But in practice, you'd probably like to be almost any other class. Especially since you can't do the haha funny 0-hit dodge tank. So if you want to be a dodge tank, you have to thread that needle of being high enough percentage that enemies will actually attack you, but low enough percentage that your chances of survival are not terrible. So you can't just throw Corrin on a thief. Because if you accidentally get too dodgy, which, you know, Coverts gets 60 avoid from terrain tiles, it's pretty easy for them to accidentally get too dodgy, and then suddenly they're just an obstruct tile. In a game with very few one-tile-wide choke points. Like, that's why Wolf Knights are such a good class, is they get knife access and they're not stuck with kind of abysmal stats like Thieves are. And even then, like, their stats are not great, but they're good enough for what you want to do. I should probably move Veld forward since I'm gonna have to capture at some point. Or, not capture, siege at some point. Oof, starting to get a headache too. I'm gonna go ahead and take some headache medicine. The one thing I want from Thieves is Fog from Corrin, which I can just get from pairing her with Alir. It's also like, so... using the Dragon Vein for Fog means you don't get a player phase with Corrin, and that means you can't take advantage of his freeze effect, or her freeze effect. And I think that is a, like, significant, because if you're using the Thief Dodge Tank Fog Tile thing, right? They kind of have to use it every turn, otherwise they don't get that terrain bonus. Which means that you don't get a player phase action with them. So even if you are threading that needle where you are having, like, enemies all have 5% hit on you or whatever, right? So they will attack you, but they won't kill you, statistically. You still run into... Ooh, are the ballistas empty? Nice. Okay. Now we train Bovis. This is the training arc map. So the reason is that the emblem's power is inversely related to how good their story is. That's why Celica falls off hard, is because SOV tends to be a pretty decent story in most places. Yeah. We'll just go Rhine-Cocking. Thracia is one of the best, if not the best story, so it's the strongest. It's probably the strongest emblem. Or weakest emblem, I mean. Fates is a Garbo story. Three Houses is a Garbo story, so that's why those emblems are, like, really strong. Oh, so they're just gonna tink me, right? Barat is the true MVP. I just want warp. Okay. There's no more ballistas on this map, right? There's not one I'm forgetting about somewhere. No, okay, so the flyers can fly free. Man, Barat is so cool. I wish he was real. That is a fat promo gain. Like, such a fat promo gain. I might use Hammer on the Vogue at some point. It's like, it's hard to justify not using every Hammer use on the Petrify tome, though. Like, it's really hard not to justify not using everyone on the Petrify tome. Oh, I can't capture. Okay, well, we'll just do this then. Iron Axe time. Why did Ralph move out of the mountain and then just, like, stop moving altogether? That's what I want to know. It's the real question. Constitution level up! Ooh, movement star. Don't even think it, Danny. Don't even think about trying to capture Ralph. Oh, Luna! We'll just burninate them. Bum, 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 bum. We'll do some Zome gaming, send Veld forward, send Canis forward. Look at these fucking... Look at this unit. I need to get Vantage. You get the Vantage manual in the chapter after you rescue Olwen, right? Like, it's capturable on a boss or whatever, right? I need Vantage for Canis. That would be amazing. Give you the Iron Axe. Da-na-na, da-da-da-dum, bottom, bum, bum, bum. God, the axe looks so teeny tiny in Mus's model. That's really bad and ugly and weird, and I don't like it. Oh, they're finally moving? Okay. Oh, I think Ralph is dead. I think we can... Yeah. Oops. Oops, must solo. Wait. Because I want to... I need to worry about Mus's fatigue now. Do I want him next map? Or do I want to have him take a rest next map? I think we probably want him for the indoor map, so I'll have him take a rest next map. I'll just have him delete everyone on the bridge. Alright, Altena, you can... We just fireball you. Oh, right. No, we don't actually want Vantage on Canis, because doesn't she have Wrath? And we don't want just Vantage. Wait, capture? Oh, right, I could do that. Or I could just do this. Although, on the other hand, how often are we going to, like, take advantage of that Wrath with her frailty? I don't know. Things to think about. Put Mus here with the iron bow. We heal up Barat. I love Barat. I'm gonna be so sad when I carelessly get him killed at some point. Cohen, why do you suck so bad? Alright, Reincock, show him how a real man heals. Show him how a real man heals. Thank you, Reincock. Just in time for chat to puck up with Reincock! Wrath and Miracle's a good combination until it's not. Like, that's the thing is, unfortunately, I would love to use it if this weren't an Iron Man. But it's luck times 3%. That's 42%. Like, it's not reliable enough for an Iron Man. I don't think it's Iron Man safe to risk, like, my biggest magical nuke. Yeah, FE4 Miracle is only good Miracle. 60% chance is not bad for a Miracle proc, but you die if, like, it... So, think of it this way, right? Would you not, You're relying on a 60% chance to not die. Would you not say that's bad? It's a 40% chance that the unit dies every time you take advantage of Miracle Wrath. And, like... You have 1-2 range. Alright, Barat, show them the power of the Vogue. Actually, let's do the math real quick. 6 might, 7 strength, 6 strength, 8 strength. Okay, so, defense of 10, so that's 4 over, so that's 2 damage, plus 3 damage, 5 damage, plus 4 damage is 9 damage, he's fine. What skills? Oh, I guess Charm gives a void. Like, there may come a situation where I do it. There may come a situation where I do it. But I don't think it's Iron Man safe. Like, it's a good thing to keep in mind. And when I eventually 0% growth this hack, because I'm already planning that, and I'm already, every map I'm looking at in the Iron Man, I'm like, okay, how would I approach this in a no growths run as well? To sort of, like, in my mind. So, like, I appreciate the suggestion, the Wrath Miracle, almost certainly going to be used at some point in the 0 growths run. But I don't think it's Iron Man safe. Okay, how do we want to do this? 25 to 12. Who has the Brave Axe? Bovis. Should have max speed and luck by when? Oh, with Charm and the supports, should probably have max speed and luck. Does it directly affect the speed and luck? 22, 19. It's actually pretty bad. It's pretty horrendous. Okay, I think I'll put a scroll on you. And get ready to Wrath Bow. What's Bow versus Con? 11 versus 5. We'll take the Brave Axe back. Brave Sword is just not going to be great for it either. TBH. I think we just do this. Give Charm bonus from Rhinecock. Because Rhinecock is so charming. Send everyone else forward. So this is a Wrath Bow. There we go, okay. Now we can try to do Brave Axe, Brave Sword shenanigans. So I think the Brave Sword is probably 43 hit. I think we could go Brave Axe first because the potential for like Astra or Luna or stuff. Oh wait, that's no damage? Oh fuck, yeah, it's no damage. I'm a dummy. Because the fucking the bonuses. The gate bonuses are like actually absurd. Give Charm too. Okay, right. Rhinecock go here for Charm. Capture. Ah. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Okay. Well, we don't get to capture her then. Can we do that? Because if I rescue with the flyer, right? Oh, yeah, we can get out of range. Okay, yeah, we can. Okay. The problem is I can't take Trop Zone. That is... I have to hit both. I have to hit both here. Okay. Boom! Always trust Mus. Thank you for instilling my confidence. Muss is just better Raedric, yes. Alright, so now I can have Altana just snipe down all of these guys and get to promotion. We may have lost Raedric. So, since Raedric is canonically turned into Muss as a zombie, I'm gonna go with, I intentionally killed him, even though that's not at all the case. This is actually so funny coming out of Lenoan. They were all planned deaths. I'm throwing for content is what it is. Damn, look at her go. And now we can just get her to level 10 by spamming with a Broken Lance, and like we'll get, because of how Thracia experience works, we'll still get to 10. So we can just... We can just do this. Who has the Master Seal? Reincock has the Master Seal. Because he's the Master of Cock! The Master of Cock. Abusing. Yes, yes, I was Ballista abusing. You have to do these things when you have a death counter as fat as mine. It's all part of the big brain. TBH. Nobody thinks I'm gonna game over this stream. That's actually, I appreciate that confidence. The 1 to 2 crowd is looking like they're probably correct. Bum bum ba-dum. Bum ba-dum bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay, so we definitely want Zome. I benched Porcus specifically because I wanted him this chapter as well. Who else do we want? We're leaving Muss on the bench so we can rebuild his fatigue. Because I want him for the next map. So we probably want... Wait, where is... Wait, where's my Zerker? Oh, there he is. I got scared. I was like, I can't find him. He's right there. Okay. Leave you benched, I guess. Nikolov. Sure, I mean, they can be useful for, rescue dropping people. Because this forest is, like, annoying to get through, right? Who has Constitution that can be rescued? Like, fucking no one does. All of my units are so fat. All my units are so fucking fat. Okay. Porcus has the light brand. Barat. I'll grab one of Altana's vulneraries. I just had it on her so that I wanted to fill her inventory for the village. Alpha Rad can get a staff. I still don't have a warper. Am I actually running low on heal staffs? Jeez Louise. Okay, well I guess we'll take the 2-use one from Cohen and the 3-use one from Veld. The morally ambiguous bad girl energy. True, though. I guess I had people die with healing staves on them, maybe? Or have I just been using them a lot more than I think I have? I don't know why I always feel like I need to save. Like it's an Iron Man. Doesn't actually help at all. Okay. Is their sprite, like, different at all? She just looks... It's hard to even tell that she's promoted. Jeez Louise. Go like that. I genuinely don't understand why these forests are so bad. Like, why? Who designed these forests at the start of this map? I think that otherwise this is actually a pretty tightly designed map, but it's just, it's obnoxious forests. And, like, the fact that some of them are just straight up you can't pass through. It just annoys me. Oh, wait, did I forget to put a lockpick on Porcus? Oh, fuck, soft locked. Oh, fuck, soft locked. Literally soft locked. Because the doors will close. I don't have any warpers, no. These guys have door keys. Okay, I guess I'll leave it up to a vote. Reset for bad preps. Yes. Preps. Alright, so that's the poll. I am of the belief that since I have not done any combat yet, it's valid to be like, preps, like, you suck at preps, just fix it. But technically speaking, there are 5 door keys on the map. So, what do y'all think? And I'll give it... You know, I need to go get water anyway. I'll give it until I get water back. So it'll probably be like a minute or two. Yeah. Alright, I got my water. And let's do the results. It looks like the majority of people think that I should reset, and fix preps. I am of that opinion too. So I'm gonna do that, but as penance for my complete stupidity, As penance for my complete stupidity, I'm not deploying any door keys, just the lockpick on Porcus, and I have to make do with that. That's my penance. Because theoretically, what I should have done is give people door keys, and that would make the map, like, a lot easier. So I gotta have multiple doors get open per turn. But I'm saying that because, like, as penance for my terrible, terrible preps, we'll do it like that. You know, y'all voted that I should fix the preps. I get it, like, fake Iron Man, etc., etc. Dun, 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 dun. So a tenant can go here. And everyone else go forward. You know, it's to me, it's like, it's not fully, it's not like cut and dry, right? Because, like, I made a stupid decision in the preps. And the idea that, you know, maybe I should have to live with that. I don't know. I think this is a good middle ground, but I also think, like, you know, if you think the run is tainted and invalid now, like, that's obviously you're right. Bum bum. In America. So, the Thracia hacking Discord had some, like, something really interesting that I'm, like, confused about. It was talking about prisoners showing up in the prison cells of 11X, like, if you had units get captured. I didn't think that happened. But it was saying that that's what happens in vanilla. Is it, if you get people captured in this map, do they show up in the prison cells of 11X? Or, like, what were they referring to there? Maybe just do this. Now here come the Armor Knights. Oh wait, no, they're just going in random directions. Whoopsie doopsie. That's so wacky. It's just weird because, like, everyone else ends up at the prison camp if they're captured. I love how that one soldier lined up for a dual strike. Why are they all attacking Porcus? Okay, someone attacked Zone. I guess they see that he has lower defense, even though they have one hit on him. Yeah, she was my first death. She died to the meteor in Chapter 5. Yeah, Reinhardt was my second death. He got crit because I didn't put a scroll on him like an idiot. He got crit by the battle axe. I still have Zome, though. We're still Zomin'. I would love it if there was a unit, who had a personal skill to have cleared the way just for this map. I would love them forever. They would be S tier. And it's not even like that's a strong utility thing. It's just a strong get rid of my annoyance thing. Oh, right. And then there's this. Why are there thickets? Why are there thickets? It's so bad. It's so bad. Yeah, the Armor Knights that are, like, retreating. Remove adjacent thickets and forests with fire starter. Turn them into fire tiles. Arsonist. Turn forest tiles into fire tiles. Get ready for all of the funny Zerker crits. Bum ba-dum. Thank you, Alpha Red. Much appreciated. Bum 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 ba bum bum ba da ba da da. Oh, right. I need Altena to not be where the ballistas are gonna spawn. Pencil factory. We already have a unit who's great bait, though. Barat. He's so sexy. Look at him with his shirt off. Look at him just delete everyone. How many ballistas are there that spawn? It's just 2, right? Yeah, for some reason I was getting it confused with Super Thracia, because in Super Thracia, like, 17 Meteor Mages show up, and I was like, the whole hallway's gonna be full of ballistas. But no, that's just Super Thracia being a Kaizo game. Do I have them on slow now? I thought I had them on fast. Because someone pointed it out to me earlier, and I thought I fixed it. Shut face. I don't actually know what Barat... Where's Barat? What chapter is Barat from? He's the boss of the defend map in Leonster. Okay. Oh, so we're already getting people from that early? Oh, wait, no, that's, yeah, right before the Empire's Wrath. Yes. For some reason, when you said the defend map, my mind immediately went to the iconic chapter 14, and I was like, damn, we're already getting bosses from chapter 14? Like, but no, it's, I just got them flopped. The other defend map, the less iconic one. Yeah, the first defend map in the series. And, like, it's a well-designed map, too. Obviously, you know, you can cheese it. By just not killing enemies. Pork is so good. Leif has to be in the big room for the cutscene to play, right? Okay. Damn, you know, like, so here's the thing, right? Little Manster and Project Exile did, like, some real good quality of life patches, but I am really sad that we can no longer see what people's levels are in the combat forecast. I thought that was really additive when they did that. And it's really frustrating that they took away Kaga's vision of showing you what level you are in the combat forecast screen. Did you not know that in the original untranslated Thracia, the combat forecast, instead of showing you the crit rate, shows you the level? In the unedited in the unedited Thracia, it shows you both people's level instead of their crit rate. If you know the crit rate, it ruins Fire Emblem experience. I would much rather know my enemy's level than his crit rate. Does Alfred need to escape or just survive? He needs to escape? That's so bad. That's so bad. It's what a bad time to not have door keys. Oh, Alfred might be dying. Alfred might be dead. Yeah, the thing is, though, like, him needing to escape means that I actually have to open the bottom doors if I want to get the guide in, which I do. Wait. Fuck. Dodge! God damn it, no! Well, Alpharad survived. At least Alpharad survived. I'm not gonna get cancel cultured for killing Alpharad. Well, on the upside, I didn't make my death counter too small. I was worried that I made my death counter too small. Oh, Finn survives in this ending! See, his name is right there. Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. I will eventually be doing an attempt 2 of this, but it's not gonna be right away, because I was already, like, a little bit about the fact that I have 2 playthroughs, 2 streaming playthroughs going at the same time. I even said, like, the easy. I want to rush through Engage so that I can not be streaming two things at the same time. And then I was like, the easier way would be to intentionally throw my Iron Man. But I don't want to do that because I would love the narrative of, like, recovering from Stream Two's massacre. But unfortunately, that narrative does not come to pass. Maybe I'll get to use Reinhardt next time. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I guess I just forgot that Veld is squishier than Leif. I should have just put him on one side of the room so only one ballista could reach him. I just wasn't thinking. We'll do better next time. We'll do better next time. Veld couldn't handle America. True. He's another victim of American capitalism. Hold on. Hold on. I have to add someone to the death counter. America won today. F's in the chat for communism. Goodbye, comrades.